Hey, everybody. Hey, Hope. Can you hear me? You'll have to let us know. Sound check, sound check. And I'm so.
It just went live.
Oh, okay. It just went live on your side?
Yeah.
I'm so happy to be here this Saturday with everybody. Hey, Hope. And I'm especially so thankful that one of my favorite creators agreed to do this craft and chat. Meg Rooney Booney, how are you?
Oh, did we lose her?
Did we lose you, Meg?
I'm here. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you now. Yep, I can hear you now.
I'm making sure that I'm not getting video sound on the live because I'm trying to watch the
I can't hear any video.
No, there's no feedback.
Hey, Jennifer H. Hey, y'all. I'm super excited for this, y'all. I've been waiting, if y'all couldn't tell by my post. Hey, Laurie. Now, some of these people, I may not know. Meg, maybe your crew following you over, Meg. Sandy. Hey, Sandy.
Sandy, Lori, Jennifer, Hope.
Lori Reeves.
Very good. And then I made the mistake, y'all, of not putting Leslie's name on any of the billing. So the mistake, y'all, of not putting Leslie's name on. Uh-oh, sounded like we had some feedback. Yeah, so Leslie, the daughterator, is with us. And she's actually here with me this weekend. We are celebrating Father's Day early this weekend.
Woo!
So what's the best way to celebrate Father's Day? By having a mother-daughter craft and chat.
Oh, goodness.
If y'all will bear with me, I've got some echo on my end. So
Okay. You know what I'm tell you now, this may not work on your end, but what we have to do over here is I have to mute my computer. I have to mute it. And I can only use like my phone as the sound device. Hey, Susie. Yeah, let Meg work out her sound real quick and we'll get started. She's working on that. Hey, Angela. Oh my goodness, girl. Did y'all see Angela's latest video on her Hobby Lobby haul? She got a strawberry shortcake cap, a hat. Don't let me find that strawberry shortcake hat here, because it's going home with me. Janet Birdsall, I haven't seen you in forever, Janet. Have y'all been traveling? Hey, girl. Yes, I got the pajama pants. I got the strawberry shortcake pajama pants. Hey, Carrie, it's the real Carrie's in the house with us, creating with Kat. Hey, girl.
Is that
okay.
those pants?
Yeah, from Hobby Lobby.
You never
I-
found me the mug?
I never found the mug. No, but Angela found a cap. You should see that cap, how cute it is.
Man.
I know. You got it, Meg?
Yeah, can y'all hear me okay?
I can hear you okay. You sound
Okay,
good.
I had to close
In the chat,
YouTube
you're
for
okay.
some reason. So
You had to close YouTube altogether?
yes, so if y'all see questions come in that I need to answer, please read them.
Okay. Yeah, Leslie will read that off to you, Meg. No problem.
Okay, sure.
No problem. Can everybody hear Meg okay now? Let us know. Yeah, we were just talking about these strawberry shortcake products that we found at Hobby Lobby. Meg, have you gone to Hobby Lobby for this last clearance out sale that they did?
They're saying they hear it.
Yes, I did. And I have some of the strawberry shortcake pajama pants.
Okay. You got them too. I got the pants.
Yeah.
But Angela, she posted her video this morning. She got a strawberry shortcake baseball cap. Now, I don't wear a lot of baseball caps, so that's why I don't have a lot of them. But if I find this one, that one's coming home with me.
Angela, if you find another strawberry shortcake baseball cap and send it, I will pay you for it.
Oh Lord, listen, they're making deals over here, side deals. Side deal. We're supposed to be crafting and chatting. They're making side deals over here. Lord, like they're in a back alley somewhere. Y'all, we got clearance over here in Idaho. How much will you pay me for it?
Oh,
California, what y'all got over there?
Angela said she would. We're playing.
Oh my God. Hey, Teresa G, welcome everybody. Welcome y'all. Thank y'all so much for coming. We're gonna craft away. What, Meg, tell us what you have over there. Tell us what you got on screen, girl.
Okay, well, this is my glue book, my little, book that I have for. But here is what I have to work with.
Oh my
I have
goodness,
some
look at this.
Gyo Fujikawa images here. I have a
Wow.
couple of big ones from her books here. And then this is from a reader that I bought, oh goodness, probably 3 weeks ago at a library sale. And I thought these would be pretty on some of the colored papers. So I brought
That's
those
beautiful. Yeah, those reader things are really pretty.
Yeah.
I like that. Now, what is that? That's your pattern paper there?
Yes, these I've just printed out 5 different patterns for TV cards. And then I also have some wallpaper that I put on the file folder to make tags with today.
Now, you printed, those are digital papers you printed?
These 5 are, yes.
They are? Okay. Oh, those are
wallpaper.
pretty.
Yeah.
Wow, those are really pretty. Oh, you go into the garden, Angela? Okay. Thank you for taking us with you. You got to plant the tomato plants. We're already getting some tomatoes and cucumbers and all that over here. Yeah, y'all let us know in the chat what y'all's. We always like to check the weather around the country, so y'all let us know. Here it's just, if it, listen, just take it as this is. If it's May through, I don't know, let's say May through at least October in Louisiana, just think hot, because that's what it is. Meg, what you got going on over there in your neck of the world?
Well, weather-wise, it is about 94, which is a little bit higher than normal. We usually don't get into the 90s till August, but it's pretty awful out there. The air conditioner is running in the house, but y'all know if you live in the South, it still feels damp inside. So,
yeah, exactly. Hope and Janet are both hot. Everywhere's hot. Debbie's hot. Kentucky is hot. Goodness, what is going on with the weather? Oh, so Sierra has a beautiful day in Eastern Washington. That is awesome, Sierra, because I know it's hard. Your weather is hard on a different level, though, up there in Washington State. So I'm glad y'all are getting some pretty weather up there. Susie, I keep you laughing. Susie, it's because I'm really am not normal. If y'all would know how I filter, how much of myself I filter, y'all would be scared. Lori, you got 98 in Eastern Washington. That's pretty good for you guys up there. Hey, Maddie, thank you. So, yeah, that's what Kat said. Y'all got some bad weather your way. What is it with Alabama these days? Is the Lord just not loving y'all right now? What is happening? What is happening? Y'all are, oh, Sierra, you're at the lake today? Oh, that's awesome. Good for y'all. We're gonna go visit Leslie in about a month or so and go to the lake with her up in North Louisiana. We're gonna do some lake time. Y'all want to get to crafting? Let's get to crafting. I've got the same kind of the same thing as Meg. We were gonna do some Gyo Fujikawa. I hope I'm saying that right. But Gyo Fujikawa images. So I cut a bunch of those. I'm not a big fussy cutter, but I have become so lately. Oh, look at that, Meg. Pick up that wallpaper. Let's pay homage to Maddie for this wallpaper because I have some of that too, I think. Is that right? Isn't that where you got that from?
I think so, yes, and it
Yeah.
looks kind of southwestern, but fallish too.
Yeah.
So
I actually didn't cut it. I didn't cut it for this. I cut it for another project that I'm working on that I haven't shown anybody yet, but I'll show it in another scene. But that is it's some of the most interesting wallpaper, don't you find?
yep. Mm-hmm.
Because it's vintage, but it looks it looks retro, but it kind of looks country too to me.
Yep, it does.
I love that wallpaper. I loved it, but I'll show y'all what I have working on another video. But anyway, so I have got some of this wallpaper. This, I don't think this was vintage wallpaper, but I went ahead and started cutting down all my stuff to pockets and tags. And this came from Meredith at Pop Vintage Home. Sent me this one with the
Oh,
leaves on it. I don't know if y'all can kind of see that. But I thought I would put this little boy who's jumping in the mud. I thought I would use him for that. And we would just get to getting.
adorable.
Matt, it is old retro wallpaper, huh, Maddie? That's some cool wallpaper. I really like that one a lot. I found a Gyo Fujikawa little cowgirl and I put her on it.
Oh,
Yeah, that one came out real cute. I'll show y'all. It was cute, cute, cute. Meg, I want to know about the 27 Sesame Street books you're doing.
oh, I'm doing 12, not 20.
It might as well be 27, girl. That's a
27
lot.
would take me to the end of 2025.
Oh my gosh. 12. Good grief, girl. You are the bomb.com. No doubt about it. That's a lot, man.
Well, when I realized how much I had to pull from, I was like, it would be silly to just do 4 or 5. So I just kept adding them on.
Oh my God, girl. That is, listen, when are you going to be able to show us? I'd love to. I know they're going to come out absolutely fabulous.
Yeah. I'm still cutting and folding pages right now.
Oh, you
And
are?
yeah, so I'm getting the glue butts done first. They're oversized, so they require adding on to the edges of the pages.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just not a whole lot of fun to show because it's just going back and forth from your sewing machine. But once I
Right.
get once I get the pages in and I start making the ephemera for it, I will turn the camera on for sure.
Okay, good, good, good. Because I'm excited to see that. And you have obviously plenty of ephemera, right? You've told us
Oh
that.
yes, I ended up buying a little bit more off eBay this week.
Oh,
Just
this week you bought some more? Because I know you showed us some things that you got off eBay.
yeah, I got some more invitations because I only had 2 or 3 pieces of stationery. What else did I get? I got some tissue paper. I got some things I can't say because it's going to be like a little surprise.
Oh,
And then,
cool. Okay.
yeah. Oh, I got a crib sheet. I got a crib sheet to cut up and use.
Oh, what a great idea. Leslie and I, we hit the Goodwill jackpot this morning. We actually went to the Goodwill because, again, what do you do when you're celebrating Father's Day? You go shopping with your mama to the Goodwill. And so we actually found a throw cover that was crocheted granny squares, but it's made out of that
It looks like macrame.
yeah, it almost looks like
Oh,
macrame. That's a very good way to describe it, Leslie. It just was so pretty. And I'm going to cut that up and use it cuz it's just, the granny squares are awesome. They're just beautiful. Okay, what do y'all think about him? Look at that little tag. And I
adorable.
was going to move Samuel L. Jackson over here, but I didn't. I didn't move him. If I sew anything, it'll be after. I'll do it
Yeah.
after. I kind of like him.
Did you didn't tell them about the books I got you at the First West sale?
Yes, she got me some books, y'all. Leslie always brings me prizes, when she comes, bless her heart. And she got me some really great, fun books. I'm going to show them to you real quick. This was one of them. We've seen these Southern Livings. This is an 1987. And then this one, I had not seen this one before. I've not seen a Southern Living like that.
Oh, cute.
Cookbooks from the kitchen is this series. They're kind of a semi-gloss page. The pictures are semi-gloss, but the pages are matte. They're very and they're sturdy. So this was a cool one. Now this is my favorite though. Look at this cover.
Oh,
Isn't that blue just beautiful?
yes.
And like I said, I had not seen these. And she actually lucked out because the thrift store she went to in North Louisiana, it was half off day. So I think those wound up being $1, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah. That was some.
Creating with Cat wants to know how you named your sewing machine.
Oh, you never heard the story about Samuel L. Jackson? Because he's a brother sewing machine, so he's my brother from another mother, but he also makes me curse a lot. That's my story for naming Samuel L. Jackson. He has his own little nameplate on there too. I made him his own little name tag. Look at all these pencil drawings are so cute from Gyo.
Oh,
Huh?
yeah.
Oh, let me see her. I'm never quite sure, Meg, how to cut images out. Like, see how this image is?
Mm-hmm.
And so I just kind of followed that tree line, but like I didn't I didn't come around this
Mm-hmm.
or any of that. What would you have done?
Let me see if I can find one because I cut some of these out last night.
Yeah.
The plants like this that are big,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I'll usually go around those. But the ones that are just like a line, like a piece of grass, I usually
Yes.
cut those off.
You cut them off altogether?
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's some that I'll definitely, like you said, like, look at this one. So I just kind of stair stepped it
Yep.
where, like you said, they're just like little lines, but I don't want to get rid of this whole line of bushes. So
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of, I guess there's really no right or wrong way to do it. Like this one, I was more intricate with this one.
Yep.
He's
And
cute.
then I think once you ink around it too, all that
Mhm.
is less noticeable.
I was going to ask you that too. I don't see you ink much, but is that
Uh-huh.
because you ink off camera or do you
Yeah,
not do it? You ink
I
off
do.
camera?
I usually do it off camera, and I almost always use is this vintage photo?
Vintage?
Yep.
Well, let's pull the vintage photo out because I
Yeah.
have FOMO. So if you're doing it, I have to do
Mhm.
it. I can't. Mm-mm.
But
Got to do it.
here's the new color that I'm obsessed with lately.
Which one you got?
Blueprint Sketch.
Oh, okay.
It almost looks ultraviolet.
Oh,
It
does
almost
it?
Yeah, it almost glows. It's really cool. So for the Princess Journal, I use
Mm-hmm.
this.
Let me see. I've got a.
Debbie DePaul said she has the same machine and named him SLJ Jr.
Debbie, you got a junior. That's funny. Y'all are so funny.
I really liked that project that we did whenever I used all those inks.
I know, but you used them so well because you came in with you started with the dark and came in with a lighter.
No, I built the dark.
Oh, you built the dark?
I built the dark because I did the whole edges. I built it like depth, like makeup.
Right.
So just the teeny little corners were the darkest.
Now, I'll tell you another one that's good if you want the scorched timber. To me,
Mhm.
that is I think this is his latest color if I remember correctly, because y'all know I don't know anything about what I'm talking about, so don't even listen to me, so mute it. But this scorched timber is really a cool color if you ask me. I like it a lot. It's a greeny gray.
Oh, cool.
So just keep that in mind, but it's different. It's very different. And then even the Lost Shadow is another one that's that grayish color. So I think I'm going to try that Lost Shadow on on the Gyo things and see.
I'm just finding it harder and harder to find these inks in person.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I have to order them now on Amazon to get the color that I really want. My Hobby Lobby has
Oh, I
hardly
didn't
any.
Do you live near a Hobby Lobby, Meg? Or do you just
Yeah,
not see them there?
they just are. I think people just buy them, and they're just never. There's a
Yeah.
spot for them, but they're just not there.
They're just always gone.
Mhm.
Uh, I I know. Well, I'll tell you this. Now that you say that, I am in Michael's more than I would typically be, just because of where I work. It's closer to where I work, and they seem to have a really good selection. Now, of course, that's here in Louisiana,
Yeah,
but seems like they have more of a selection
my
of the
Michael's
inks than
only
Hobbies.
my Michael's only has the little tiny ones. The
Okay.
little, yeah,
Oh, I'll be darned. Okay,
yeah.
well, that's good to know. Now, usually, let me try this. That Lost Shadow did not look good on these little kids. Kind of washed them out a little bit. I'm gonna do this. Leslie, did that air conditioner go off or did you turn it
I
off?
didn't turn it off.
Okay.
Do I
So
need to turn it back on?
maybe so. It shouldn't have gone off. That's a little concerning. Oh, creating with Cat, Meg said that Hobby Lobby clerks said that they are not going to sell the inks anymore.
Oh no, that explains it.
Well, let me tell you something. Hobby Lobby better step up their game unless they're going to get out of crafts altogether, because y'all saw what Michaels did.
Yes.
They have, and I'm telling y'all, that's why they changed their floor plan. That's why they brought those fabrics in early. Because I noticed they brought their fabrics section in probably 4 or 5 months ago. And I was like, I wonder what's happening. So
The
I bet.
closest Michael's with fabric to me is an hour away.
Well,
Meg, what state do you live in?
South Carolina.
Okay.
So Greenville is where that's our like major city hub that we
Yeah,
get
that's. I was
everything.
thinking that's probably what you lived closest to.
Yeah. Well,
let's.
yesterday I was at Recraft yesterday and they wanted us to sort the beads and the jewelry. But I kept going out on the floor, and I tell y'all, I don't know if it's because of the announcements that came out with the fabric stores and all of that drama this week. As soon as the store opened, ladies descended upon the fabric department like vultures. It was
Meg, tell us the
crazy.
story. Catch everybody up on why you were at Recraft.
Yeah, well, y'all know that I can't stay away from that place anyway, and I drive an hour to be there, but I convinced our daughter to volunteer there with me this summer, 1 day a week. Um, so it's been, 23 years since I've worked retail, but I still remember a lot of the ins and outs. The pricing guns they still look like they were made in 1970, like they did when I worked retail.
Uh-huh.
Um, but um, but yeah, I was like, you guys are missing out on fabric. I mean, we need to cut and put fabric out because it's like there's nothing left, and they've only been open an hour because all these ladies are having fabric panic because Joanne's closed, and Michael's said there'll be a couple of months before they get in all their fabric. And
Uh-huh.
I saw one lady waddling to the register. She must have had 20 bags of fiber fill. It looked like
No.
it was like a skirt around her. She was carrying so many, and I was like, "Wow."
Oh my God. Oh my God. That is fabulous. So yeah, so now if we were jealous of Meg before, well, guess what, ladies? Meg gets to go once a week now, at least, and she gets to sort all the new fabric coming in. So she gets first dibs at the Recraft store.
Even yesterday, they were trying to throw away some fabric that had a stain on one end, and I'm like, no, 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 ma'am. I
Don't
can
you
get
do
that out.
that. Don't you dare do that. Oh yeah, Meg's there to save all the fabric. And if she can't if she can't get somebody else to buy it, she'll take it.
And I need to start buying stock in OxyClean right now because
There you
I go
go.
through OxyClean.
That's awesome. Okay, here's my first little tag of Rooney. Here we go. I think it'll do. I think it'll do. Tell us what you guys are working on. Look at this luscious. I can't I know I maybe Angela sent me this.
Meg, that's really cute together.
Let's see it. Let me see. Oh my gosh, look how fresh.
These little tiny kids just get
It
me.
is really cute.
I think either Angela or Carol from Crinkle Path sent me this. Oh man, or maybe it was Meg. Meg, does this look
That's
familiar?
from Carol because she sent
This
me
is from Carol. Okay, that's from
something.
Carol. And I'm telling y'all, this is the year I'm using my Happy Mail because I hoard it, and I'm not hoarding it anymore. I'm using it. Hey, Linda. Welcome. Ms. Bev Creates. Hey, Ms. Bev.
Hi.
Listen, if y'all have a message from specifically for Meg, put in the comments for Meg so Leslie can read it off to Meg because she can't, she's not reading the comments. She had to turn YouTube off on her side. Technical difficulties and all. Let's see, what can I put on here? I'm gonna try something different on here. Hey, Grace Blossoms, what you doing, Lonnie? Welcome. Oh, if y'all don't go follow Lonnie's channel, please do. And listen, guys, too, if y'all have something going on your channels, please promote it here or feel free to. We all want to know. I want to know because I'm nosy. I like to keep up.
Mm-hmm.
I like to know what y'all are doing. Look at him. Look how cute he is.
Oh.
He's so cute. This one's too big. Let's see. Oh no, I might do her because she's got some little flowers on her. Yeah, that's probably what I'll do. You're doing a wedding journal for your oldest son, Kat. Oh, they're getting married on the beach in September. That's cool.
Awesome.
That's really cool. A September wedding. That's fun. Let's see. I don't know if I want to do that or the yellow will drown out. I may do that's maybe a little big. Let's see. Oh, I got these little felt shaped buttons.
Yes.
Have y'all seen Carla and Maddie and Jen talk about these buttons? I have a video coming out and I never do Etsy shares. Like this is my first Etsy share I've ever done on video. I haven't released it yet, but y'all, when I tell you until you get these in person, if you create, I can't recommend these enough.
Mm-hmm.
They are. Oh my god. Do you have a Meg? Have you ordered from Jen yet?
I did, and I ordered some over the holidays that were Christmas colors too. So cute.
These things right here, oh my god, they're so cute. I love them. Jen shares at Etsy. So I would now I'm just gonna tell you because I emailed her and I said, can I do a review? Would you mind if I did a review on video on my channel? And she said, I don't mind at all, and I really appreciate it, but just please let everybody know I can't make these on demand. Like it takes her a little time to make, and you just from like I'm telling you, when you see them and how intricate they are, I don't know how I couldn't do it. They'd be way too fiddly for me to try and even attempt this. But they are precious, and I think I'm gonna use some today because I mean, look at her packaging, y'all. How cute just her packaging is.
Doesn't she hand draw some of the little
Yeah.
flowers in her packaging? Is crazy.
Yeah, I'm
So,
telling y'all, I'm like, this is somebody who absolutely loves what she does. There's no doubt about it.
mm-hmm.
I was extremely impressed with her product. Absolutely. And I hope she sells as much as she wants to. You know what I mean? Like, it's really good stuff. Yeah, Angela, I'm telling you, I don't know how she does it. There's no way. Mm-mm. I love them and all that, but they're just too cute. I mean, look at this, y'all. I don't know if I can even get it up here. She's backed this piece of fabric onto a piece of felt and then put the little thread through the buttonhole. There's no way. But worth. I mean, God bless people like that can make like that. That's all I gotta say. Now, Meg, in fact, talking about Etsy, can we
Mm-hmm.
talk about your daughter's Etsy store?
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
She finally got paid.
Oh, cool. Okay.
They limit fund payouts on new sellers. We didn't realize that, but
Oh,
she got
okay.
paid this week. And she's kind of always done this since she was able to, use tools, but she loves to make jewelry. Whenever a friend has a birthday, she makes jewelry or keychains or okay, so I guess kids these days, they adorn everything. Cell phones,
Right.
lanyards for school,
Book
lunchbox.
bags,
Yes,
everything.
all of
Yeah.
it. She's always made her own instead of buying it, and then
Mhm.
started making them for friends. And one of her friends was like, "You should open an Etsy shop." And her friend offered to be her PR.
Oh, how cute. How cool is
Literally, her
that?
best friend runs her Instagram because our daughter's not big on social media. So her best friend runs her Instagram for her and drives her customers toward her shop. So,
Oh, that's super cool.
yeah.
Mom, hold that tag up to the camera so
Okay.
they can see a closer view of it because it's so cute. With that
It is.
little do dilly on it.
I want to get a ribbon for it. I just want to make sure I got to get the right color because I've got 15 colors over here, but none of them are the right one. Of
No, I think
course.
that pinstripe is a good choice.
Do
Is
the
that what
do
you're
the
going
green?
for? Yeah.
Do this green one?
Maybe cut it a little thinner.
Let's see. Let's try it. If Leslie says it, then we're gonna try it. I don't know if I have enough of it, but we'll try. So, how many sales has your daughter made so far?
Oh,
Meg?
goodness. Maybe 12, and I'm just guessing.
Oh, I think that's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I might have to get more fabric, Leslie, but maybe not. Let's see. But I think you're right, Leslie. This little green pinstripe is not bad at all, really. Okay, what do y'all think?
Oh no, I think
Yep.
that looks good actually.
Okay, well, we're going with it. Awesome. Okay, let's see what else I got. Oh, I've got this pocket in this fabulous. This is another vintage wallpaper. Came from Happy Mail. Again, God bless the folks who send me Happy Mail.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, him in the blueberries and the raspberries, maybe. Let's see. Meg, where do you get your sentiments from? Are you cutting those out of books? Have I heard you say this before?
Yes. And my favorite types of books to use are um let's see. I think it's like the Whitman's classic. It's like I guess maybe a child's first novel, so the words are not so tiny that you can't hold on to them, but they're
Okay.
not yeah, they're not giant either. So and the older the better because they had so many phrases like gee, how swell, things like that. We don't say those things anymore. And I think those are funnier to use because they're just so retro sounding.
So the Whitmans, like the readers you're talking about?
Yeah, like there's a Whitman's version of most of the classic stories like Little Women. I have a Whitman's Little Women, but then they also made some versions of Bobbsey Twins and Tricks. I think Trixie Belden might be Whitman's published.
Oh, now Trixie Belden was my girl.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Her and Honey. Oh, I love Trixie Belden.
Annette Funicello. I have one of her books that I'm cutting through.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's good to know because I've heard I thought Meredith at Pop Vintage Home had a really good idea for sentiments too. She uses like old vintage Nancy Drew and Hardy Boy books.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that that was a good one too, but I had not thought about the Whitman's readers, but that is really a good idea. I'm going to remember that cuz I got a couple of them that I can certainly pull from. And you're right, they're bigger, and they're, you won't cut them out so small, and the phrasing is different, so I never really thought about it like that. Good
Yep.
tip.
And vintage magazines too. Like some of the headlines. Here's one. Sometimes they'll be in color.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
Like,
that's a very good idea. See, I'm getting all kind of, this is why I love the craft and chats.
Meg, do you like the Tombow glue?
I do. I tend to reach for it more often than this. And I know y'all are all huge fans of this. So, okay, here's something weird about me. When I get something new, I don't use it right away. I usually wait like a month or 2 months or 3 months. It's really bad. I don't know. I have sort of a scarcity mentality. I know I can go buy another bottle of it, but it's just the whole thing of, well, I don't want to break it open yet because right now it's still sealed and it looks so nice sealed up. And I know that I've got it. If I need it, it's there. So I'll just use up what I have still open and then
So
I'll
I
open.
think that that's just like, I mean, that's basically just hoarding. I do that all the
I think it
time.
is. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, really and truly, and y'all all know I'm weird, so that's why I'm in this community. That's what I feel like anyway. That's why I'm here, because everybody just knows I'm weird. I'm like the weird aunt, They just love me for who I am and just let me be.
And I can't use scented products anymore, but my sister used to pick on me because in high school I would buy Bath and Body Works and use it so sparingly that it would turn, like the smell would
Oh,
turn.
really?
Yeah.
Meg would let the alcohol burn out of a
That's
product
right.
before she used, because she just wanted to look at the bottle. Just look at the bottle. Yeah. No, I get it. I do. I just I sometimes I think buying, hey, look who's here. Root Pursuit. Kelly, welcome, welcome, girl. Welcome. I've been enjoying your series too, by the way, Kelly. Going through your craft space and organizing. It's been a lot of fun to watch that. Thank you. Thank you for all that effort and honesty. Because I know that can be kind of, you're letting us into a side of your life that's not necessarily always comfortable. So I appreciate that because you are very honest about culling through. Because if you could see this craft space, oh my word, have mercy. It's been a good series to watch. You guys go follow. If y'all are not following Kelly and you're here, go, go follow Kelly at Root Pursuit. At Root Pursuit. Um, yeah, we I guess that's why I've always come at it, and I guess those of you who are in here, most of you who are in here know this already about me. I'm so new to all of it. I mean, I really know nothing, and I have no problem with telling y'all I don't know. I just try it. I just because I felt like that's what junk journaling was all about. Because Meg, how long have you been junk journaling? You were scrapbooking, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You'd been a scrapbooker, so you had documented your children's lives. I'm assuming, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So tell us a
Yep.
little bit about how you transitioned and kind of what your life was like while you were scrapbooking, because you did more than scrapbook too. You did some
Mm-hmm.
blogging, right?
Yes, I did. I used to be a mom review blogger.
Mm-hmm.
So that just started for fun. Like, I just wanted to blog about my kids growing up and the phases and stages they went through. But then, as we started getting into homeschool, I started doing like preschool at home with them, and I would talk about what we did and the products we used. And then companies started messaging me through my blog and saying, "Can we send you this product?" And I'm like, "I'm sorry, what?"
Uh-huh.
Just like you're just not expecting free things to appear, and they just. And then I got involved with like a mom review network, which kind of provides a little protection for you, but also promotion. And I got everything from clothes for them to shoes to car seats. Um, we even got, I think the one the kids enjoyed most, we were sent some sort of gourmet ice cream from California, and it came packed in dry ice. The ice cream was good. I mean, it was okay. But
Mm-hmm.
the kids played with that dry ice with gloves and spoons for like 6 hours.
That's amazing.
We
That
still
is
talk about
amazing.
that. Yeah. So it was a lot of fun. Eventually, momfluencers is what they call them. It kind of got absorbed in the bigger influencer, and it got real big real fast. And I was like, you know what, I'm done. When they were probably 9 or 10, I was like, I'm done. So
Because it was so big, because it was too big.
yeah, and I just kind of put that on hold. School got more serious for them too, so I needed to focus on actually teaching them and not just playing with toys. And um, we we ended up, I always loved to thrift, so I ended up going treasure hunting. But I got into glassware, like depression glass, and eventually I was like, you know what, I don't know why I keep buying this. I don't have a place to store all of this glass.
Mm-hmm.
I need to find something that is a fun diversion that lets me shop, but it's something that I can use more than once a year for a special meal. Like, what do I also love that's old? And I was like, well, paper, book.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just on YouTube one day in 2019, I think, and saw somebody making a junk journal, and I'm like, I'm sorry, what is this?
Mm-hmm.
How did I not know this was a thing?
Mm-hmm.
And immediately started digging, and I think Diane Shaw was one of the first ladies that I saw make a video, and she's a Tennessee girl, so she's real Southern like me. And I immediately started emailing her and asking what kind of printer she had, and she was so sweet. She gave me all these tips to get started, and here I am. I mean, I told my dental hygienist, you know how we share
Yeah.
weird personal things with our dental hygienist?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
I said, "How in the world did I not know about this? Or I wish I had known about this 20 years ago." And she said, "No, no, the Lord led you to this exactly when He wanted you to find it, and it's here now, and it was sent to you when it came to you for a reason." And
Right.
so don't think like that. You you know, you're in a different stage of life now, and you probably wouldn't have enjoyed it as much 20 years ago. And I was like,
Right.
"Thank you for putting me into my place in a very nice way."
I love that. I really love that story. Um yeah, I think I do, because I think that I believe anyway. I'll tell you this because I don't want to get too woohoo on everybody because then y'all won't know how weird I am. But I truly believe that I was led here too. Like I think it came to me when it was supposed to come to me, and because I would have never done this. I would have
Mhm.
never in a million years would you ever see me sharing anything on YouTube or this being a part of my life. And now I can't imagine my life without it. And I'm so thankful because, Leslie gets to, share in this part with me because as an adult child and, having adult children, there's a transition that has to happen there,
Mhm.
with your relationship. And so for us, it was kind of trying to find something other, kind of like what you're saying, Meg, in the sense that, well, we can't shop all the time. Okay. I'm not independently wealthy. There's,
Yes.
you know, there's other things that I wanted to do with her, but just wasn't her thing. And it wasn't my thing. So it's trying to find with an adult child what you can share into, and this has been really fabulous for our relationship, but also just because it's mine, because this is
Mhm.
something truly that is mine. And you may have felt like that as a mom, when your children kind of start to grow up and
Mhm.
you don't have them to take care of.
Yeah.
What do you do for just you?
Mhm.
And so this avenue couldn't have come at a better time for me. It's really true.
Yeah.
I
Exactly.
think Leslie's looking for Root Pursuits channel so she can pop it into the. Oh, you did? Okay, she put it in there. Sorry, guys. Root Pursuits channel's up in the comments section now. That's a cool story.
It's
So
not
how many?
showing on StreamYard, but it is in the YouTube
Okay,
chat.
okay, that's why I don't see it because I'm not on YouTube. Um, how many products do you think you got, man? A bunch. Sounds like, huh? Car
Product.
seats and shoes
Oh
and
yeah, it's and these weren't, these were really nice brands that we probably would not have bought for our kids otherwise. But I don't think we had to buy a new car seat for them, but twice.
wow.
They did all the way up, the booster seats and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
It was a blessing for sure.
Yeah.
I got paired with Land's End, so I got a new swimsuit for myself for every
That's
year.
amazing.
When
Oh,
you have
that's amazing.
a mom bod and you're like, nothing in the stores look right on me.
Mm-hmm.
The Land's End tankinis came out, and it was just like, what? I would never pay $150 for a bathing suit, but I get one
Right.
for free.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I knew just bits and pieces of Meg's story, Susie, but I really did want her to share that because it's just interesting to kind of hear how people start, and a lot of people in the junk journal community did start scrapbooking. But
Mhm.
Debbie DePaul says that she retired 3 years ago. Debbie's a retired nurse, in case anybody was wondering. She retired 3 years ago and had been scrapbooking for over 20 years and needed something else to do. And YouTube brought her to this.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's and again, and I really never watched YouTube. Have you watched YouTube? Like, has YouTube been a part of your world because of scrapbooking and different things and like homeschooling and all that, Meg?
Homeschooling, yes. Every year when I chose curriculum, I would go watch other moms talk about what they used, but I was like, I would never get on YouTube and talk about what we use. That's like,
Right.
and here I am. I mean, a different subject matter, but yeah. And honestly, the only other reason I used YouTube back then was if something broke in our house and I wanted to try to fix it myself. You can learn
Yeah.
anything on YouTube.
Oh yeah. See, that's what I say too. The only reason that I ever used YouTube was because I worked in an office and I worked in Excel and databases, access databases and stuff. If I needed a formula or something, I would go look for it on YouTube because I'm a visual learner. So if I can
Mhm.
see it, if I can see the formula, then I learn it better and retain it better. And that's really the only reason that I didn't watch YouTube videos. I didn't watch influencers. I didn't do any of that. I really didn't. And yeah, so when this all came about for me, I was like, oh, no way. No way am I getting on YouTube.
It's
What?
interesting how something so utilitarian for most people becomes a creative outlet. Like, because
Yeah.
that's what seems
Mhm.
similar in you and Meg's story is that it was in the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
it was much more for like educational purposes or like how to or how to fix something or learn a, you know, formula for Excel or whatever.
Right.
And now it's become your primary creative outlet, which, if I do say so myself, that never thought that that would happen, that you would share something that was ugly online.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
that your stuff is
Yeah,
ugly, but
no, that it would be that
that it's
real.
imperfect.
No, Leslie knows me better than anybody in this chat, and she knows that there is no way. Like, I am so particular. Again, this is why I'm crazy. But I mean, I am basically a heart attack waiting to happen. I just, everything has to be a certain way. And, or it always did before. In the last couple of years, of course, my mindset is changing. And I'm thankful for that. I'm very thankful for that because that's what junk journaling and this YouTube experience has taught me or is teaching me, because it still teaches me every day that it's not, there is still beauty in imperfection.
Yeah.
There is,
Mhm.
and nobody's life is going to be perfect. Now, I still struggle. Now, let me tell you, I still struggle, because there are times I'm just like, why can't it just be like that? but it's been an amazing journey, and I have really, the community. It's the community of
Yeah.
like-minded people, don't you think? Because Meg and
Yeah.
we were kind of chatting about this the other day, Meg. We really, like, if you think about just what we do here, it's kind of crazy.
Mhm.
I mean, the fact that we rip up paper and glue it to other like, what are you doing? And we're
You have
having fun doing it.
you have to be real careful who you explain junk
Oh,
journaling to
yeah.
because there are people who are like, "I'm sorry, you tear books apart."
Right. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I've had a couple of comments in my comment section that, like, I can't believe you ripped that beautiful book up. Like, get
Mhm.
away from me. Block.
Well, these Gyo books here, I had this same one as a baby,
Mm-hmm.
um, but I bought them a little over a year and a half ago, and I just now started cutting into them about a month ago.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's not like we're heartlessly tearing into books or something.
Yeah.
It is definitely with a lot of thought, and we respect the book. We're trying to give the book new life.
Yeah. I think that the majority of us that actually do this feel like we are giving the image, the book, the verbiage, the author, and the illustrator a chance for other people to see it.
Mhm.
And I mean, I don't know how else to say that. It just is, because it's going to go in the landfill. It's either going to go in the landfill or it's going to sit on a shelf and nobody else is going to see the vintage. I know that I'll go back to Meredith at Pop Vintage Home. She just sent me 3 Better Homes and Gardens magazines. Bless her heart. They were vintage and they're beautiful, but they were, I think she got them at an estate sale because she does a lot of estate sales up there. And had she not bought them, or no one bought them, those were going to go in the landfill.
Yeah.
And the first thing that I did was I created a short to show more eyes were on them than would have ever been
Mhm.
on them. Now, I'm not saying it's because people follow me, or that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that in the world of YouTube, there's a video out there now where other people can see these images, what few there were, but that's
Mhm.
more than they were destined to see. Now, if I choose to take those images and cut them up and glue them to something else, then they're mine. They belong to me. They're
Mhm.
mine. I can do that. But some people don't feel like that, and I get that. I do. If that's your preference to not do that, okay, that's your preference. Just don't tell me I can't. Because then we're going to tie up. And Maddie, she goes to the Goodwill bins, and I don't know if y'all have ever been to a Goodwill bins, but the next stop for sure from the Goodwill bins is the landfill. There's no that's happening. If it doesn't
Mhm.
get bought from the bins, it's going to the landfill. Miss Bev Creates says that all Better Homes and Garden magazines have a website. Do they, Miss Bev? Look! Who knew that? I did not know that. They go all the way back to the 30s. Oh, I'm going to go look that up. Thank you for sharing that. Hey, Leah. Welcome. You're not late, girl. It's all good. I'm making my little uh flags or taggies too short, I think. But what do y'all think about this one? Look at her. She is all mad. She's all kind of mad. Isn't that funny? She is pouty Patty, her. Look at her. Lordy. I wish
Angela, I thought you were going to say the next stop is urgent care for a tetanus.
That y'all are gonna see that one day on my channel, I'm telling you. Yeah, that's gonna happen. I'm telling you. I'm gonna be in here and I'm gonna be like, oh my God, sorry y'all, gotta cut it off, gotta go to ER. Cut myself. I'm bleeding out. Can you see me? I'm telling you, go into my hospital ER and having to tell them, well, what were you doing when you cut? Well, I was cutting up an old book, trying to cut it apart. I'm looking for I'm looking for one of those snarky phrases, but what if we put you're so lovely? That would be funny. Let's see. Keep it simple. Oh, I wish I could find one that was what about thinking of you? I'm gonna put that one. I am. I'm putting it. Thinking of you. Let's see. Yeah, I want to check out that Better Homes and Garden website. I did not know that, so I appreciate you sharing that. That'll be fun to look at. There's another one. Let's talk about this, Meg, because the first time I ever saw this, it was you that shared it. The website that you can go on to look for vintage sheets.
Yeah, there's two of them. They're both pretty good. They both have a ton. I checked both of them. I can't remember the name of it right off, but I just searched for vintage sheet identification or something like that.
Uh-huh. And it'll
And
pop up.
yeah, someone has gone through and either scanned like old ads showing the company and the design name of each sheet and approximately what years they were sold and what store they were in. It's amazing.
That is cool. Now I need to go look at that too. Portable tetanus for crafters like Narcan. That's what Maddie said. Oh my God, that would be fabulous. That would be fabulous. Absolutely. Oh, look at this little boy drinking from the water hose. I'm putting him on here.
Oh, I used to do that.
Oh, yeah. Now we have to drink water out of bottles that we buy. My grandparents would be rolling over in their graves. Like, you do what? What?
Teresa and Lisa and have joined us.
Teresa and Lisa have joined us. Hey, Teresa. That's my sister. Hey, Lisa. Yes, isn't Gyo wonderful? These are so fun to work with. I'm having a blast here. I want to do Now I got some of this. Angela showed this in her haul, but I almost didn't break it out because Angela, I got mine on clearance the other day for, I don't know if that's going to pop up on the screen. It was 87 cents, but it's that multicolored
Ooh,
little, yeah. She got some too.
I guess I'll be going back to Hobby Lobby next week.
Yeah, you need this one. Look, it's all the colors that you love. It's yellow, pink, orange, blue, purple, turquoise, like it's the whole rainbow. But each one is about 6 inches of color. Like each color is about 6 inches, and then it goes into the next color. It's really cool.
Robin from California is here too.
Robin from California. Hey, Robin from California. Hey, girl. I wonder if I can do this. Yeah, this one's cute. These were some of the ones too. If y'all haven't seen these at Hobby Lobby, highly recommend gingham
Hmm.
and the little what do you call that? Remember, what is it called? I can't, my words when I turn
Like
on
a
the
pom
camera.
pom.
Yeah, pom pom. Pom pom. Thank you, Meg. Yes. Gingham and pom pom. You cannot go wrong with that
Angela
combination.
says to Meg, there are two more variegated colors of yarn that I picked up. I think you will need them for your sesame journals. Just here
Oh
to
goodness.
enable you.
Yes, that she's absolutely, you are so right, Angela. Go look at her video, Meg. You'll see she
Okay,
shows it in her video. They
sure
would
will.
be perfect. Ah,
Awesome. I'm mainly using Sesame Street stuff in these, but I couldn't find any gift wrap that was vintage Sesame. So I look at this, y'all. It's like
what'd you find?
70s footwear. Isn't that
Look
cute?
at that.
Oh,
Where
I
did you
love
get
that.
that?
I found this at an estate sale like, oh, I don't know, 4 years ago.
Meg, that is awesome. Oh my God. Meg, when are you planning our retreat?
Well, I just talked to my sister-in-law about it a month ago or so. We had a birthday dinner, and she said, "Whenever, just let me know. I will get the barn ready."
All right, y'all heard it first here.
It's one of those barns where they have weddings and stuff, so it's not like, I mean, it's legit.
Oh, Meg.
Yeah.
Oh, do now is it just for the so we couldn't sleep there.
Well, I
We'd
guess you
have
could.
I guess we could, but
Um, yeah, I was um, I thought maybe we could do like thrifting together on Friday and crafting all day Saturday, or one day Saturday thrifting and Sunday crafting.
Debbie DePaul said she in.
Yeah.
She's there.
My craft for you store is open Wednesday through Saturday, 10 to 5.
Oh,
If any
look,
of y'all
Angela's there too. Angela there, Debbie there, we're there.
I'll have to drive you, so I'll go.
Yeah, Leslie will have to drive me because if you're relying on me to get anywhere, one other thing that y'all may not know about me is that I am the most non-directional person that you will ever meet, even with GPS. I get lost. Okay, I just do. I know this about myself. My family worries way more than I do about it. I just keep a full tank of gas. That's just how I've learned to
Worry more
combat
about it.
it.
Do we remember? Do we want to talk about the last time you came and saw me, or no?
I couldn't even get out of North Louisiana to save my life. I drove around that town looking for the.
You were so pissed. God.
Oh my God, it was awful. Y'all asked me how many times I've been to North Louisiana. A lot. And I still don't know how to get out of that dang place. But I do, I get lost all the time. I was in Sugar Land. This is for my Texas people. They will understand what I'm fixing to tell you. About 12, probably about 12 years ago, I had a friend who lived in Sugar Land, Texas. And I went to see her one weekend. She had a new house and one meeting, whatever. I just go over there to see her. So I'm there, you know, I get over there Friday afternoon. On Sunday morning, I get up early to come back to Louisiana. And it's foggy, but it wouldn't have mattered. It could have been, skies could have been bright and clear. It wouldn't have mattered. I don't know why I even said that. I get on the road, and I'm on the road for a good little while, like probably about 2 hours.
Going the wrong way.
And I noticed a sign that said something about San Antonio. And I looked and I said, I don't believe I'm going the right way. Y'all ought to ended up in California, I swear. But that's just who I am. I cannot read a map. I don't do Jimmy. For as smart as I think I am, I just can't. I can't do it. I can't. I can't. So anyway, so that's what I do. I make sure that I have a full tank of gas pretty much at all times. Yeah, Leslie and I went to Baton Rouge probably one of the last times that she lived here. Do you remember this, Leslie? And we and we start getting into a shady part of town. And she looks at me and she says, "You're lost, aren't you?" And I said, "But Leslie," I said, "are we really lost?" She said, "You're lost, aren't you?"
Now I drive everywhere.
So yeah, now she just drives. Oh my God. Yes, Debbie, I was going the opposite direction. That is exactly right. I'm telling you, I was headed for California. I would have made it too eventually. Eventually, I'd have been there. Yeah.
So yes, I won't be crafting at the crafting retreat. I'll be bringing the crafter to the crafting.
She'll just be the driver. She'll be our driver. Yeah. Look how cute that turned out. Pretty cute.
Oh, it's cool.
Cute.
Teresa, you are my sister from another mister. Teresa said, I always tell people I am not lost. I'm just finding a new way. That's a good one. I love that. Yeah. Now y'all wonder how I commute to work. This is why Leslie follows me, like she watches me on the app, like Find My People. This is why. And she'll call me. She'll be like, "Are you where? Why are you such and such a place?" I have to explain it. Well, I had to come here because. Oh my God. Yes, Debbie. I know Debbie would pick me up, no doubt. I have no doubt about it.
Because Debbie lives close to me, right?
Yes, Debbie's not far from you. Miss Bess, you like the music? Oh, the best music too? Yeah, now y'all know I'm a music lover. Yeah, Robin, yeah, Sugarland's about 3 hours from yeah, I know. I know. I told y'all I was in that car for a good little while. But speaking of music, I just had my music on. Look, I was singing. And that's another thing. I don't know if y'all have noticed this or not, but the acoustics in automobiles, they are awesome because I sound just like Mariah Carey in the car. If you get me outside that car, it's the acoustics. 70s pop rock. Miss Bez, what did we see today? The disco bathroom.
Oh yeah.
So now they have these. Look, I'm not even crafting anymore. They have these disco bathrooms. I don't know where they're at, but they're in, like, I don't know if they're in restaurants or whatever. But like, you literally go into the bathroom and it's a disco with all the 70s disco music and stuff, and like the light show and the disco ball. And I'm like, oh my God, where is this place at?
Wow.
Teresa said the most dreaded words in her family from her dad were, "I know a shortcut." Right, Angela? Yeah, I'd never come out of the bathroom. That's where I'd live. 80s music was great. You know what was great in the 80s? 80s country. 80s
Yes.
Oh,
country
100%.
music was so good. So good. I loved me some 80s country. Let me get to crafting here. Jacking my jaws. Let's see what we got here. Teresa, you do not have a disco ball. You have an actual disc, but you have all those family parties too. I bet you that's why you have that. Teresa has a bunch of family gatherings at her house. Marty Stewart, man, you talk about, that's a good one, huh? When Marty came out with his album with Travis Tritt on his album, that was a good album. Really was. I love that one. The whiskey ain't working anymore. Lord have mercy, that was good. And if y'all have not heard me talk about Zydeco, well, y'all are missing out for sure. Meg, tell us about your time in Louisiana. Meg's been in Louisiana.
Yep. My dad was in the U.S. Army, and we got all excited because we thought we were going to be stationed somewhere, overseas or somewhere where out of the South at least, because that's all we'd ever known. First place they sent him after he was in active duty, Fort Polk, Louisiana, which was affectionately named Fort Puke.
Yes, I was gonna say, I wasn't gonna say it, but that is still true to this day, Meg.
Yes. And I tell you what, I don't know if I think it's like this everywhere in Louisiana. I thought it was great because we got out of school whenever it rained. Like, because the city had no drainage. I mean,
Right.
everything would flood. If you got more than 3/4 inches of rain, you got out of school.
It's pretty much still like that.
It snowed one time, like 10 flakes. We were out for 2 days.
You were out for 2 days? Oh my God. Yeah, that's Louisiana. That's pretty much it.
But we were there a little over 3 years, and oh my goodness, it's some of my favorite years of my childhood because in the Army, you're all in the Army, so that's what your common bond is. So I had friends from all over, all walks of life, all around the world. A lot of the soldiers had married wives when they were in Korea, so a lot of my friends were Korean, and I ate so many interesting foods and had so many interesting experiences with music I had never heard before. You could pick up radio stations from Puerto Rico and Louisiana, so I listened to that. It was just great. I love it. I'm so thankful.
How old were you when you got to experience that again, Meg? How old were you?
9 to 12.
9 to 12. That's really cool. That's really cool. And that you remember. Veronica Wilson said, "Small world, my hubby was at Fort Puke." Veronica, I never knew that. That's so cool. So, Veronica, tell us in the comments, did you spend time at Fort Polk, or was it just him? Was that before you guys got together? That's very interesting. Yeah, but it is still Fort Puke as far as I know. Still what they call it.
My dad is
you were singing Kentucky Rain by Ronnie Millsap this morning. Let me tell you a little story, Leah, about Ronnie Millsap. We were just talking about Ronnie Millsap, or I was just talking about Ronnie Millsap yesterday to my honey and Leslie. And that is one of the musical acts that I have never gotten to see that I regret to this day. I wish that, because I've seen quite a few. And Ronnie was one of them on my bucket list, and I've never gotten to see him in person or in concert. I wish I would have. He's a great. I love him.
Who was it that said that their husband was at Fort Polk?
Veronica Wilson. Veronica Wilson. And Lisa.
Was it after 1990 by chance?
Leah, was it after 1990?
Veronica.
I'm sorry, Veronica. Was it after 1990 that your husband was there? She said that was before they got together, so she wasn't with him at that time.
Oh, okay.
Lisa Uris said she's a military brat.
I'll tell you one thing about I'm an introvert by nature, but being a military kid, you make fast friends. You learn how to make close friendships real fast, and
Mm-hmm.
I think we're pretty good at maintaining friendships. I still talk with my friends from Louisiana 30 years later.
Oh, that's cool, Meg.
Yeah.
Veronica said it was the early 80s.
Okay. We got there in 87.
Now there's a side conversation about snow. We're talking about snow too. Driving in the snow. My honey and I lived in Kansas for a couple of years, and I had never lived outside the Gulf South until that time. Well, I mean, we lived in Guatemala, but that's a whole other story that we'll get into another time. But um, in Kansas, that was my first experience with seasons, and I absolutely loved it. I loved it, y'all. You just don't. I mean, for you folks out there who like live in the snow and the ice, and I'm talking to you, Angela. I know that the cold weather, you just, it drives you crazy. I get it. But when you live in the South and you truly like, I don't really ever feel like we even have a spring here. I
Mm-hmm.
just feel like we go from hot to not so hot. That's what I feel like. But the landscape, to actually be able to visually see the oranges and yellows and golds like they talk about up the East Coast. Like I remember walking out on my porch in Kansas one day, and the trees just being this whole hue of autumn color, and thinking to myself, there's no way that a picture could describe this, because I've seen it in pictures, I've seen it in movies, I've seen it on people's videos.
Mm-hmm.
But until you see it in real life and experience the feel of it and the smell of autumn, I was like, oh my, I've died and gone to heaven. That it was just the coolest thing to me. So I'm very appreciative of, kind of like Meg, of her time in Louisiana. I'm so appreciative of that experience. Now, it's not Louisiana though. My heart is here. Unless I've always told y'all this, unless if I have another move in me, hopefully God will bring me to Texas. Because I'm telling y'all, I love Texas. What's not to love? Y'all have your own power grid over there. Lord. Everything good in Texas. Everything. I like these little kids right here. Riding bikes for hours. This is Lisa's comment, and it's so true, Lisa. She says, "We kids made the best memories climbing I'm sorry. We kids made the best memories climbing huge pine trees, neighborhood talent shows, riding bikes for hours. It was the best. It really was, huh? No
Yeah.
doubt about it."
I was just telling my husband today, we were talking about jelly shoes, and I said, you had a fun day when you have played outside all day and you take your jelly shoes off and you can see where the shoe was because where all the dirt is on your
Oh
feet.
my God, that's so true, huh? That is so true. It's the nostalgia of it all. We've become old enough to know what nostalgia feels like, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Meg, give us a recap of what you're working on over there. Let's see some visuals.
All right. Let me grab my pile. I've got some wallpaper. I don't know who sent this to me, but it's time to stop hoarding it. So I used it today.
That is so stinking cute.
It looks like a little stencil. And I just put, "Isn't this fun?" for her reading.
And that's one of those sentiments from a book, from a reader,
Yep.
huh?
Mm-hmm.
That is so perfect. I'm glad you shared that with us.
This is, it was a whole page of children jumping. And so this little girl looks like she's coming back down.
Oh, look how cute. That's
And
wallpaper too?
no, this is fabric.
Okay, that's fabric. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
And I used a little metal eyelet on that one. And then here's a TV card.
Oh, look how cute.
Sometimes I'll put little, I don't know what you call them, the little 3D dot stickers, but those are expensive and I kind of don't use those very often, but I'll put dials on the side, sort of.
What are they? Say it again. What are they? The
They look like, like a paint dot, but they're stickers. I know you can get them
really?
on scrapbook.com and they look like little knobs, but I kind of I'm down to like 20 of them, so I don't really use them very often. And
Yeah.
Hobby Lobby only has them in white or pearl. I've never
Okay.
seen colors.
Huh.
Um,
Okay.
and then I have these two with more phrases.
Oh, look how yeah. I'm gonna you know what I'm gonna be doing tonight, Leslie. I'm gonna be fussy cutting those stupid little phrases out. If Meg's doing it, I'm doing it. I swear I copy all y'all. I'm telling you.
And then I've got this little cute little sleeping girl.
Oh yeah, now
It's
that's cute.
I ordered this was the big splurge of last year. I ordered some wallpaper off Etsy that was like pink and lime green and baby blue.
Oh wow, that was cute. Ms. Bev Creates said, Meg, all those are so cute. Double exclamation points. You're right, Miss Bev. They are so cute. But
Thank
Meg has such a great style. I think whenever I feel like I could pick, I've watched y'all so long now, Meg. I feel like I could pick out one of your journals. And that is not a slight in any way, but you are so consistently creative, but your style is not predictable, if that makes sense. I mean,
you.
I feel like I know a Meg journal, just it's just you do a great job.
Thank you.
Oh, Miss Bev Creates Robin from California said our 50th reunion is in September. Well, congratulations.
Yeah.
Robin from California said also, she says, I have one of Meg's journals and she loves it. Love is in all caps. Yeah. Meg just, I mean, it's just, there are just creators on here that just, and that's what I always said about, and this is no slight against those creators who have, 100,000 followers. This is no slight against them because I watch those folks too. But I always, whenever I first got on here and I was trying to learn about the craft, I felt and I'm still a newcomer if you ask me, but I always felt like I had a better connection with people like Meg, because Meg was one of the first people that I started following. Um, but people like her, I could relate better, I guess is what I'm saying. I just
Mhm.
always felt like that. And I always felt like and Meg's style has evolved over time, just like all of us, our style evolves over time. But I just felt a more intimate connection than, somebody that had 200,000 followers. It's like they didn't speak a language that I even understood, I guess is what I'm saying,
Mhm.
as a newcomer. And I still, even still to this day, do I find that I learn things from like the Carlas of the world, the Angelas of the world, all you guys out there that have these channels that you share at a level that it's even easy for a beginner to understand.
All right, so I have a request from husband here. He wants to know if he can sit in my chair for a minute and make a tag.
Yes, he absolutely can sit in the chair.
Wait,
Hey,
I get a
Creating with Kat wants to know what Meg's channel is. Meg is at Chasing Retro. Yes, I will make sure that in the description, or it should actually be in the description, you can click on at Chasing Retro and it'll bring you to her page. But please, please go follow Meg. You will not be sorry for following Meg, I promise. Hey, Tamara, look who's here. Tamara Crumble's here.
Hey.
I'm glad you popped in to say hello. I've been missing you, girl. And this is Mr. We call him Mr. Chasing Retro.
I believe it's Chasing Retro.
Chasing Retro. Okay. I'm waiting for the channel announcement, Chasing Retro. I'm waiting, and because I want to see what your craft is going to be. Because I know you're already very adept at sewing journals in. So
I
I think
am.
what you should do is you should have that be your launch video, because I shouldn't say we all. I hate sewing that part in. You know,
Yep,
I
I
hate that part of it. So you need to show us some tips and tricks on that.
I think Meg's doing that too.
yeah, that's why I hired out that position.
That's right. She's contracted that part out.
Yeah. I work for food, so
Well, we'll ship you some crawfish. How about that?
okay. I've had crawfish before.
Hey, in fact, we had crawfish fettuccine last night, and then we had crawfish nachos today. That's what we ate.
Yum.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it was pretty. I have to say that was pretty
You
good.
really did a good job on that.
Thank you, Leslie. Now,
Okay.
what are you going to create for us, Chasing
I
Retro?
don't know.
You don't know yet?
Well, would you rather make a tag or a TV card?
Ooh.
I have more stuff for these prepared.
Sounds like I'm doing those.
Okay.
All right. Tag it is.
So you got to choose your base.
Mm-hmm.
Here's some
Meg,
fabric.
Creating with Kat just subbed to your channel. She said she's a subby now. So
thank
that's
you.
awesome. Thank you, Kat. Kat is her, I hope she doesn't mind, but I always call her the real Carrie because her name is Carrie also.
Yes,
I'd
Robin.
rather
they
have
were
wallpaper than
delicious.
fabric and cut you one.
No, this will could be good. Ooh, I like that. That's the one right there.
And here's your decorations right there.
All right. What will we do?
I knew you
we're
were gonna-
we're so excited.
It's a lot of pressure.
This is a busy background, so you may have some trouble.
I know.
You don't want to lose your image.
No, okay. Maybe this might be the better one right here. Let's see here. Do I get the little words? Do you have the words?
Yeah, they're right here. Uh-oh.
Okay.
I shouldn't give him the words.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, that might be a problem.
This looks like trouble. Don't try not to get you kicked off. Ooh. All right, let's see.
Oh, it's okay. It's not Meg's channel. It's mine.
Okay, we're great then.
It'll just be a violation. I'll get one of those strikes. What do they call them? I'll get a strike.
Well, I declare.
Exactly. Bye, T. Bye, Teresa. Thank you for coming.
I kind of like both of those. Well, I declare, bring me the jam sandwiches. We've done this with the kids before. This is a lot
It's
of fun.
so fun watching the kids get tickled. They'll laugh and they're on the floor laughing.
So McMouse mom Terry just joined us, and Julie at Day Trip Vintage Co. Hey guys, thank y'all for coming. We've got Chasing Retro is joined us. Meg's husband, he's making a tag.
I kind of like that. Well, I declare,
Are
bring
you
me.
having him say two things?
Yes.
You might need a bigger tag.
I might. Ooh, got bigger ones over here.
Yeah, let me touch
What
it.
you got?
Lynn, okay, here's a question for us, Meg. I'll let you weigh in too, because I have an answer too. But Lynn and Journals asked this question: what's the best glue to use for creative journaling?
Well, I use 3 types of glue depending on what I'm gluing down and what I plan to do with it. So when I'm gluing down a real thin image, like a magazine picture, I use a glue stick. I use the Avery glue stick. But sometimes that will lift on the edges over time. So I usually only do that if I'm going to sew around the edge to secure it. If I'm sewing anything that I don't want to lift up on paper, but I don't want it to look bubbly, I use this because it's not water-based. Water-based glues will bubble and just not be flat. Like it's not a good writing surface. If you're not using it to write on, this any kind of water glue. It can be a white glue, like a crafty glue. Is it called tacky glue? Or this?
Yeah, tacky glue, right.
Yeah. But if you want it to be smooth for writing on, like for actually journaling on after you glue it down, I recommend this or a glue stick. That's my.
Yeah. I just I had bought in the beginning art glitter glue. So like Meg's talking about, this has a very high water content. So when you use art glitter glue and it doesn't have glitter in it, because I thought it did, that's why they named it that, but that's literally just the name. It is meant really for paper on paper, but like Meg's pointing out, not thin paper. Do not use this if you're trying to glue down magazine images, because it'll have ridges in it. You will be able to see where this glue's at. It's just that thin, you know. And when you use this type of glue with a high water content, it's gonna adhere very quickly. You're not gonna have a lot of time to manipulate that image around at all. So I use that. I use Fabri-Tac because while my channel name is Carrie the Paper Monkey, the AKA is copycat, and this is what everybody else uses. So that's why I use it, because I'm a big old copycat. And then I use, like Meg, I have a stick glue somewhere. Oh, I go between these two. The Scotch Permanent Glue Stick, which is white. You can see it's just a white, but it adheres. Like it's a good glue stick, but I prefer the Scotch Purple because I can see it. I have old eyes and I can see it. The difference is this is going to be more, I find this is more permanent than this is.
Yeah.
Now, I'll tell y'all, Julie at Day Trip Vintage Co., she's on here right now. She did a very interesting video series. I call it a series. She did an interesting video where she compared several glues. And she did it so scientifically. It's not boring either, though. So I would encourage you to go to Day Trip Vintage Co. and look in her videos for like adhesives or glues. I forget what she called it. Julie, if you're still in the comments, drop in the comments if you remember what that title was. But that was a very good comparison because she showed you on screen, like she let she had the dry time, did it stick? Did it stick well? What did it work with? It was a fabulous video. Fabulous video. So if you're interested in something like that, she did a good one, I find.
All right, how are we doing here?
Looks
Let's
good.
see what you got, chasing.
All right, there we go.
Look
That
at
just
that.
came together in no time.
Look at you. How creative is that?
I've got a good trainer. I don't know if you know Meg over
Well,
here.
Mm.
Meg, you're gonna have to cook a big supper tonight.
Yeah. Yeah. What's for dessert tonight, Meg?
Yeah, we need to eat up all the other stuff the kids have brought into the house that we shouldn't have in the house. All right, pick a color.
Ooh.
Pick
For
a
what
color,
purpose?
any color. That's so cute.
Go around.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see now.
It's your reinforcer.
What do y'all
Red would
think?
be pretty.
Think the red? This
I
RG
think
one?
the red. I like the red.
Okay, we're doing red. This is so handy. All right, so I put it right here.
You put one on the back too.
This looks this. All right, big fingers here. Let's see if we can get it. It'll be close. If I'm being honest, there's still glue on my hands from earlier, so it's kind of sticking. Do y'all have that problem?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Baby wipes are your best friend.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Who thought we'd be buying baby wipes again, right?
I know, right? Been a while.
Mom, whose channel is that? That video on? The glue video?
I'm putting it in right now. I'm putting in Julie's channel name for the glue comparison video for you guys.
Is it allowed to do it on the back too?
Yes, you can, because people write on the back.
All right, Meg has taught me how to put the fake dirt on there.
Look at that.
It's a little
Like
smudgy,
a pro.
You want a ribbon?
Do I want a ribbon? Of course I want a ribbon.
Oh, you got it, Angela. Thank you so much. Angela's going to put the video in. You're awesome, Ange. Thank you.
Aaron just texted me and said, I got your mom hooked up with some golden books and old school National Geographics. One's from 1967. They smell so dingy and good.
She's so crazy.
All right. This is the, yeah, that's definitely the right one.
That's it. That's the one. Oh, that looks so good, y'all.
Yeah.
Right there.
Okay.
That red really sets that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Oh
no, we got a cat.
Oh boy, you can't see behind us, y'all, but a cat just joined us.
The cat's in the house now. He came to join the party.
Yeah. You can do that, but that's not typical.
What should I do?
You can make a loop this way, but
Bye, Lynn.
Bye, Lynn. Thank you for joining us.
Okay.
And pull it
Can
through.
we pull through? Hey, can we put the cat in there?
He won't fit in the screen then.
Oh, her phone's dying. Okay, Lynn, we'll see you soon.
There you go. Don't pull too hard because you might pull through the card. But...
All right, y'all. I think we're done.
Let's see it, Chasing. Yeah, that's awesome. You did so good.
Well, thank you.
Yes, we want to know. We want to see more artwork from Chasing.
All right, you heard it.
Definitely. I'll be waiting for a Chasing retro channel announcement.
Wow, that's a lot.
Where did you get that slip with all the different color hole protectors they're asking?
Amazon. Amazon.com.
Who asked that?
Yeah.
Debbie. She got them from Amazon, girl.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, Lori, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Okay, Meg, do you have anything else that you want to announce here for us? I really do want anybody that is in this chat, if you are not following Meg, please go do so. She's a lovely individual, and she has, in fact, I will share something with y'all. She was the second Happy Mail that I ever received, and she welcomed me to this community. And to tell you guys that this is a full circle moment would be an understatement. So, Meg, thank you so much for agreeing to do this. I had a lot of fun.
It was
Carla Frizzell's in the house.
Look, Carla, girl, what you been doing without me? How y'all been? Yeah, Meg's a true she's a good one, y'all. So if you, like I said, if you guys don't follow Meg, please go do so. But Meg, is there anything else that we've not talked about for what's going on with you and what may be coming up for you?
Well, I'm still wanting to do a newsletter. I'm working through the logistics of trying to figure out how to host it, how to get a mailing list that's secure, all that stuff. So I have not forgotten. I'm inspired by Pink Paper Peppermints. I've been following her forever, and she makes the most awesome email newsletters. So stay tuned. And once I get my Google form for signing up for that, I will definitely talk about it on my channel.
Yes, I'm excited. I am excited. I'm glad you brought that newsletter up. I'm excited about that. I can't wait to see what you produce because I know it's going to be fabulous. Thank you, Lisa. Lisa said you both do amazing work. Been following each one of you for about a year now. Lisa, I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Really and truly.
I like to see when everybody holds up their creations.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, let's hold up the creations. We're gonna start letting people go. But here's my little girl. Isn't she so cute? Isn't she so cute? She's so cute. And let's make sure special mention to Chasing for joining us this afternoon.
My gosh, Meg is a whole mess.
I know, because Meg is one of those creators again who can craft and chat. I can't do both. I just call it craft and chatting. I can chat or I can craft. I can't do both.
I should have made some pockets like you did, because I feel like that's what I'm always short on is pockets.
So let me ask you, Meg, before as we're letting everybody go, but let me ask you, how do you measure your pockets? Do you just like do a standard 4x6 and hope for the best, or do you kind of Like, do you do some a little bigger, or how do you do that?
I usually do the old school index card, 3.5 by 5, because that
Mhm.
fits in most of the journals that I make.
I gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and see, I did 4 by 6s, so I'm probably gonna regret. Well, not regret it. You can always use them later, I guess. Yes, thank you, Janet. Happy early Father's Day to Chasing too.
Well,
Happy
thank you.
early Father's Day. We're just to catch you up, Chasing. We are celebrating Father's Day early this weekend. That's why my daughter and I are crafting together.
I see.
Well, if nobody has anything else, Chasing, do you have any announcements that you would like to make?
Not at this time, but I will keep you posted.
Please do. Please do. We'll be on the
Yes,
lookout,
ma'am.
no doubt about it.
Meg, you made some beautiful.
You
stuff.
did, Meg. Thank you so much. You
Thank
did.
you.
These are awesome. I want to make some of those TV cards too. Those are absolutely adorable.
That's
Special
fine.
thanks to the Daughterator, Leslie, who didn't even get on the bill this time. Her name was never mentioned in any of the posts. I'll have to pay her extra. Thanks, guys. I'm sure that we'll all chat soon, but be on the lookout for Meg's 27 Sesame Street journals that are coming up. You guys have a great afternoon. We're going to end this live. I hope y'all do something fun. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye now.